What's going on, guys? It's UrAvgConsumer, and we are actually shooting in the new studio. Nothing is finalized yet, you guys. This is all very rough. We got a lot of work to do in terms of getting this place set up, but for the most part, I think it's good enough to actually start shooting in here. So tell me what you guys think in the comment down below. But let's get to the main point of this video, and that's this guy over here. This is the official LTT backpack. You guys know, of course, Linus Tech tips. Linus dropped a backpack. I've been using this since, when did we unbox it? In like December, I think, in the Massive Tech unboxing.
50, right?
Yeah, the big 50. And I've been using it for a few months now. It's April. This has been my daily driver. And I've got some thoughts. And Linus definitely made an amazing backpack, but it's not for everyone. And we'll talk about that as the video goes on. But this is it. This is the LTT backpack. I know those guys have been working on this forever. A lot went into the creation of this. A lot of thought went into almost every aspect of this thing. Linus actually did a full-blown video about all the decisions that were made in the creation of this backpack, as well as how he envisions the use cases being for this backpack. But let's talk about my experience. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. I went in blind when I purchased this and the way I've been using it. And after watching his video, kind of changed up the way I use it now. Now, the overall design of the backpack, it's not very flashy. There's not anything crazy going on about it. It looks pretty standard. And it's got like this, you know, pretty boxy shape to it, but it does hold a lot. And if you know me, and you know, and you've watched any of my backpack videos, that's all amazing stuff. Like, I bring around everything, including the kitchen sink, and to my own detriment, because I can fill up a backpack well beyond what it's supposed to. And I can safely say that I have not, well, I actually have filled this up to the max. But for, I think, the standard person who isn't a pack rat like myself, you got space for days. So one thing that I will say, like, this thing is really, really well made. Linus kind of goes into how everything is like reinforced from the handle over here. I think he even made a comment about, I think, being able to tow a truck or something with this. It's wild stuff. I mean, this thing is 250 bucks, but from a material and layout perspective, they did their thing. There's a lot of attention to detail when it comes to like the straps, the padding on the back, and what it's like to actually be wearing this thing. Like, I can wear this for long periods of time without any real issue. I know they even have like this luggage part right here. So if you wanna be able to travel with this, which would actually, this would make a really good travel backpack, but you can go ahead and put this on your suitcase so you can, you know, drag it around with you. One thing that is nice is that this is removable. So I think you got some Velcro in here. So what's nice is that you have this RFID blocking compartment right here, and you can just kind of throw it inside of here. So yeah, you can put like your passport in here, that luggage strap. So you can throw some extra things that you want hidden back here. That's cool. So overall, very sound structure, very well built. Now let's take a look at inside. One thing that's actually super impressive to me are these zippers. They've got these carabiner zippers that you can actually use to clip onto each other, which makes it harder for a thief to just come and unzip your backpack. I've never seen this on a backpack personally. I don't know if it's the first or not, but this is a really, really cool idea. If you're ever concerned about someone, you know, jacking your stuff, you don't have to worry about that here, because if anyone tries to do this while it's on your back, you're gonna know. Or if they're trying to do it while it's on the ground somewhere, it's gonna take them some fiddling. They're not gonna wanna get in here. I never saw it before. It even has like cool little details where it says LTT. And when you open it up, you get access to a pretty large compartment. Now, what I like about this backpack is that it has two really large compartments, one up front and one in the back. So this is where you have like your laptop, tablets, pretty much anything you want. So me personally, what I've got right now, 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I also have my tablet, iPad, as well as another tablet. This is my Remarkable 2 tablet. So I've got like 3 large screen devices in here, and that's what I usually take around with me. And the backpack has 3 slots for it. Typically, you'll only find about 2 of those, like 1 for the laptop, 1 for the tablet, that's it. But I don't know, maybe Linus just said, no, listen, I know Judd's gonna have 3. We're gonna put 3 slots in there for him. And I'm super glad that they made that decision. Below that, they've got a pretty deep pocket that you can throw larger items. So you can throw, like if you have a portable device, a portable gaming device, you can throw that in there. What's also nice is that it's got like this soft material, so it'll protect your screen. Like I don't have this thing in a case or anything, so I feel confident that I can throw that in here. Screen's not gonna get scratched up. That's really nice. So if you have a Switch or a Steam Deck or something, you can throw it down there with no problem. Really like that. Honestly, before watching his video, that's not where I was storing it. I was storing it in this larger compartment, but we'll talk about that. We also have 2 more slots. So, you know, your boy walks around with just way too much. I got another portable gaming device. This is my analog pocket. Also like to bring that around. Portable charger. So you've got 2 extra compartments right here. So this can be where you store a lot of your main tech. And up front, you've got a much larger compartment. I guess the idea behind it is like if you want to take clothing with you, you could store it inside of here. I never do that, so that's not what I use this for. If I'm gonna be honest with you, before I had my Switch over here, I had the Steam Deck that I also take around with me. I had that in here as well. Got like this mouse, and then I had a ton of cables. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is almost so big that it can get junked up really, really fast. Cause I did get to a point where I was just like, oh, this bag it can hold it. This thing is huge. And I just started piling stuff on. So if you're not on top of that, this part, which is made for clothing or just any other large things, it can get pretty junked up, but not everybody's as like ridiculous as I am. So you might, this is my first time actually cursing by mistake on the
first time after you beep it.
No, we're not even gonna keep. I was pulling out like stuff for my kids just this morning so that we could shoot this video. It can get piled up pretty fast. But I do like that it also comes with another compartment. So this is where I throw like all of my cables. You know, I clearly walk around with like a trillion devices. So a bunch of cables are inside of here, always. So I'm always ready to go to charge up whatever I need to. Now there's a lot of orange inside of here. I'm not mad at it. Like it's their branding. I would probably do some kind of teal. But we were like, it's kind of loud at first, but Dom made a good point. Like you can at least see everything that you've got going on in here pretty easily. Now, one cool spot is actually right here. So if you wanted to store like a water bottle, you can actually just throw it right on the inside. At first, I was really surprised that there wasn't like a water bottle holder on the outside because I feel like that's something they would have, but it's built in, it's on the inside. And there's even a small spot right here that can hold an air tag or a tile or something. And it's really like, you wouldn't even know that that's there, and it's very secure. I like this because you guys know me. My boy can't live without air tags. So I'm glad that this has a built-in spot for it. So you can hold a ton of stuff between these 2 compartments. Honestly, if you wanted to go nuts, like I've got a 16-inch MacBook right here, but let's say you're crazy and you want to bring around like a 17-inch gaming laptop. You'd be able to do that, not necessarily with this. This is like one of Alienware's biggest laptops. While it won't fit in the laptop compartment, you can just throw it inside here in that big main compartment in the back. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there have been days where I've had all 4. I know. And with these big pockets up front, you can even bring around the gigantic charging brick for your gaming laptop. Throw it there, you got a nice safe spot for it. Now you've got a couple other spots up front. This is like your sunglasses holder, or if you walk around with a second phone, You can throw that in there as well. Anything important that you think needs to be in a, pretty well protected spot somewhere with a nice soft padding, you can throw it inside of here. Up front, you've got like your typical, I guess, compartment for just other little knickknacks. I'm surprised it doesn't have like a bigger spot for holding pens. You could probably just put them in this one right here. But I have like one little pen that I carry around. And I didn't go crazy with the pens and pencils this time around because now your boy has finally upgraded. You see no notebook in here, right?
No, first time.
All in with the remarkable tablet. One thing I think is pretty cool is that like this spot, you can pull out something like an SSD, but because it's a bit longer, you've got this zipper so that you can pull out something else that's in there. So I think that's pretty cool. And over here, you got another small spot. I've got like some earbuds that I use for my Switch for Bluetooth. Got a USB hub in this giant mesh compartment over here. I guess I got a lot of big screen devices, as well as an iPad mini, in case the kids. Austin doesn't get to watch a lot of TV, so if we're out and he's like losing his mind, hitting him with a little Paw Patrol, does wonders.
Hola, amigos!
On the side, we've got one last compartment. This is where I've got like portable charging cables, so you can throw that in here. What's nice is that you don't have to unzip this to access it. You can just pop this open right here, pull out what you need, or on the inside, you just unzip this mesh compartment. I like that there's like different ways to access some of the stuff you have in here. But this is it. This is Linus's backpack. Very, very high quality. Lots of thought went into this. This is great. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not for everyone. For the freak in me who loves to bring all of his stuff everywhere with him, like, guys, it's to the point where I'm like, I have it all filled up with all of this, and I'm like, oh, but I kind of want to bring that with me. I don't even have to think about it. I know I can get it in this backpack, go with it, and I'll be fine. That part of me, the guy who loves to take all his junk with him everywhere, I love that. The geek in me loves it. But then there's the guy who's outside of like, the techie world, just the normal person who's not crazy about the overall look of this guy. It's a big backpack. It's, like I said, it's utilitarian. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's an ugly backpack. It's plain looking, but it's large. And sometimes you don't want to have a gigantic backpack on your back. Look, this is an empty bag right now, and it still holds its shape, which is an ode to its quality and the materials used here, but it's always going to look big on you, which could be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Kind of reminds me of the old headphone days where people were like, listen, I want my headphones to look good, which is why Beats became so popular. And then there were the people who hated Beats because they felt like, who cares if it looks good, it should just work really well. If you're in the camp that you don't care about looks, you just want it to work well, you want it to do its job to the pinnacle of how it should be done, this bag is absolutely for you. But if you do care about looks, it's tougher. I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't work with every fit I throw on. Sometimes I just gotta chalk it up and like, listen, I'm gonna just take the L because I care about having all my stuff with me more than I care about looking extra good that day. But that's something you gotta think about. Like, there are some pretty good looking backpacks out there that allow you to bring, some stuff with you, but it doesn't have all the space that this thing has. So you gotta make that decision. Like, are you that person who cares about what you look like when you go outside? Or are you that person that's just like, I gotta bring all my stuff with me? So kudos to Linus and his team. They made an amazing product worth every penny. You just gotta see if it's something that fits your style. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've never come out with merch on this channel, like ever, but a backpack has always been the thing that I've wanted to make. I've always waited to drop merch because I wanna bring my A game to it, right? But this makes me wanna bring my A+ game. But that about wraps it up. I'll of course have links to the LTT store where you can pick this up down below in the description. I wonder if they're on the YouTube shopping thing. Whatever, either way, you'll have access to it somewhere. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace.
Now you gotta fit all this back in.
Every time, this is my life.